Welcome back, guys, to the Call of Duty stream here at ACL Melbourne 2015. I'm in Maniac, now joined by the very handsome man that is Meister. Thanks for joining me, my friend. We have a very exciting winners bracket final ahead of us.
It's early in the morning. We're on our winners bracket final. We've got two great teams who have absolutely dominated the competition thus far, and they're about to fight it out head-to-head.
That's right. We've got powerhouse teams here. We saw one play just before, which was Citadel, but up first, I would like to introduce the Super Saiyans. Now, we haven't seen them up here on the main stage yet. The throw-together team of Excite, Dharma Freak, Macca, and Steve is my rival. Now, do you want to just run through for those people playing at home and who may not actually know these players, Mike, because they've got a throw-together team with the name of Super Saiyans. They like to muck around, but this is a team that doesn't mess around. Before you introduce them properly, I want to note, this team has not dropped a single map so far in this competition. Yeah,
they've been playing definitely very, very impressive, and I think that's why they haven't made it to the main stage thus far, because of the fact that they've just been hiding their potential to the rest of the world this whole way. But as you mentioned, Excite, Damage, Macca, and Rival, all players in separate teams, of course, apart from that combination duo, but they're separated across. The actual teams couldn't make it, and they're just like, you know what, we're all Melbourne-based. Let's make a team, and let's dominate the competition. They've been doing that, and they've been just on top of their game as well.
That's exactly right, Mike. But with that said, we did just see up on the main stage, Citadel, who just had a very impressive 3-0 against True Ambition Naga, dropping them into the losers bracket. Citadel made up, of course, of Stu, Carrie, Dismal, and Lakey. I think they're going to have a fight on their hands. Something we were just discussing prior to the stream, though, is that Citadel have only dropped 2 maps so far, and I believe that was in group play.
It was, and I mean, that determined the seeding for this bracket as well, and it could have possibly gone a different way if that ended up happening. And as you mentioned, it was only 2 maps. So in total, out of all the maps they played, it's a 2-map difference, including group play, including this double elimination bracket so far. 2 maps dropped for one team, 0 maps dropped for another. That just makes this winners bracket final that much more interesting.
That's right. You've got Citadel, an established team, only dropping 2 maps in group play and then a clean sweep all the way up to the winners bracket final. On the other side of the fence, you're going to have Super Saiyans, the throw-together team of powerhouses of the ANZ Call of Duty scene. Keep an eye out for these guys. For now, we're going to be jumping straight into the action here. We're kicking things off here in this best-of-5 series, the winners bracket final, with Biolab, Hardpoint, an oldie, but a goodie. We're going to kick things off here with Excite. Take it away, Mike.
He's going to be hopefully pushing over to this hard point to start things off. You notice he's going to have his teammate there with him. Now pushing over to 5 right here. You have a couple players contesting all about. Macca will be actually the player to get first blooded. Now you see a couple players going to that green catwalk side. They're trying to go for those flanks and wrapping around through blue. Now Excite will get taken, but Rival's going to also get dropped. And Citadel opening off with a great start to be able to pick off a couple kills. Now they weren't able to get those first points on the board, but they're able to rotate quick enough to be able to try and get that set up. Now off the spawn though, Super Saiyans are just like, you know what, we're going to power up. We're going to go in and we're going to stop that, and that's exactly what they did with the 3 down.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I thought Citadel were going to be able to take control of this first hard point, but what they did is they cleared it out and then tried to just get their perimeter set up, but unfortunately they weren't ready for the powerhouses to come straight through and get control. We're now down to the last 15 seconds though, so it's scrap points here, and it is the guys from Citadel able to claw some points back. The guys here, from Super Saiyans are challenging though. Damage picking up a couple of kills there with that Bal. He's also got the ASM1 in his back pocket. We're rotating over here to the stairs over at red. Who's going to be in a position? You've got Lakey up on top, spots a player coming through, drops down, picks up one, back up on top here, just covering it very nicely here, Lakey. Great positioning. Finally, his teammate Dismal's going to be going to get in there and get some positioning here. Let's see if he can maintain control. Lakey still going nuts, picks up 2. Macca and Excite both take a before Damage finally answering back. 27-14 your scoreline in the very early days, and both of these teams just fighting for control over this red hard point.
They are, with 30 seconds still remaining, still has plenty of time to catch back up here, especially if you are Citadel. You need those points. You don't want to let it drag out too far often, and you see right here, if they can just hold this one, which they are doing with 3 players in this hard point, they'll be able to catch up, they'll be able to tie up the score, and they'll be able to take the lead, and they're still doing that, increasing their lead as they go. With 13 seconds remaining, teams are going to be trying to set up next, as you can see from the mini-map, but they're still doing a good job at trying to hold this one at the same time. 1v1 gunfight. Lakey will win that one, and you notice setting up over Mover on next will be the team of Super Saiyans. They've won the initial gunfight, however, the war is about to come.
That's right, but you've got 3 players holding this one down. Rival in a nice positioning, gets the fire over there on the gas barrels. You got Excite and Maka both racking up the points. Excite getting the shots out the window. A couple players pushing across the snow though. Maka up on the boxes, exactly where you want to be. Tries to get the shots out, picks up one. Player coming through the back door, that's 2, turns back. His teammates already covering that one. No worries, Maka. Excite gets the drop there on the player there from Citadel. Excite also taking down Carry. Your kill feed was lighting up nothing but Super Saiyans, but now the big push in. Dismal and Stu together take down the entire Super Saiyan squad. Citadel now in a great position to rack up some points. And Mike, before you know it, it is now a 5-point game here in this blue hardpoint.
You see 3 seconds, the difference between the two, as you still have these gunfights all ranging across the hardpoint itself. With 10 seconds remaining, it's all but scrap time, but these players are determined to just win these gunfights. You still notice, though, Citadel, now coming into this match, I guess, as the underdogs out of the 2 matchups, of course, but they're prepped. They're the team that is looking to go in it for the long haul, and, I mean, they're impressing so far.
Yeah, that's right. Citadel, of course, being the team that's heading over to the MLG Worlds, Mike, so they want as much practice as they can, and why not do that by getting a throw together of the best players in the scene to take them on, and it seems to be going pretty well for them, actually. They've got the lead here, and it's still climbing 77 to 63. The hardpoint's currently on the green roof. You got Maka here pushing in, trying to challenge, but Lakey with the 3-piece. Maka damage, both take a fall to him. Dismal and Lakey are now trying to hold down this one. 24 points still remain on this green hardpoint, so it still needs to be challenged by the guys of Super Saiyans. But Citadel, now, Mike, that they're established, are starting to walk away with it.
They are 90 points to 68 so far, but look at the time still remaining, Maniac. It's 6 minutes still on the clock. It is still early days, and you notice the hardpoint about to go back to the center of the map. It's going to the Biolab hardpoint here, and you have over in Orange Rival, who does get shut down. 3 players from Citadel in. There are 3 players down. Just like that, the entire hardpoint gets wiped out, and Super Saiyans have the control. In a couple more seconds, they'll top the score. A couple more after that, they'll take the lead. They're doing everything according to plan, and you just see them right there just try to hold this hardpoint.
The early rotation paid off amazing for these guys here of Super Saiyans. They contested the hill and they're holding it down. But as I say that, the stomp, literally coming down from Lakey, double stomps the boot into these guys from Super Saiyans while they're down, quite literally working out for them. Dismal, 19 for 12 right now. His teammate Carry, 3-point streak here. Nice work by these guys. He's going to be holding down the players coming through purple, just laying the traps, decided to take out that gas barrel, pushing potentially around this snow area, picks up the 5th kill in a row. There's going to be a player in the Biolab. Make that 6. Is he going to get the 7th? There it is. 7, 8. Can he do 8? No, 7 in a row is going to be feeding Carry. Nice work there. 106 to 95 at the halfway mark when it comes to time. But these guys from Super Saiyans are now clawing back. There is less than 10 points separating these teams.
We've reached a halfway point here in the game as well. In terms of time, you still see Excite try to hold this hard point. Now, he has Maka there with him as the rest of the team follows suit. And you see they're just picking off the kills, waiting for those gas containers, trying to blow them up as well. Just getting these pre-shots down while they're stunned, because over at 5, it's grenade central. They're going to just be lobbing them in there, hoping that they can get something tagged in. And you see Carry, he's trying to go in for another stop. He'll get 1, he'll get 2 as well. As he looks for a 3rd, he's going to get shot in the back. But it's just amazing how many kills they can pull off back-to-back here, the Citadel squad, to just be able to keep such a close game in hand.
Carry getting kills, literally falling into his lap there, and he just puts the stomp down before being taken out. As you pointed out, nice work. I just saw the entire Super Saiyan squad taken down for a second, which means Citadel, no doubt, are racking up the points. But 5 seconds left, and who's ready at the next rotation? It's going to be the guys from Citadel as well. 129 to 114 is your score at the 4-minute mark. They're going to be trying to extend that lead, but very angry Super Saiyans coming across the snow. You've got Rival pushing in through the window, hiding in the corner. He picks up 1, tries to get a second. Shots out, he does. 2-piece to Rival. He's got the backup of his teammate as well. This is very well in control of the guys at Super Saiyans pushing in from the green roof. It's going to be a couple of players. Doesn't matter who they are, they're dead. Maka follows up with another kill as well. 129 apiece now, Mike, as the guys from Super Saiyans are powering up.
They are just going Super Saiyan 2 at the moment. You see 136 to 129. They're just being a little bit cheeky here, though, Citadel. Going through all the little jump spots to get into that red area, but they will still get taken down. It will still be such a close game that it is only 8 points difference, slightly increasing right here. But with 3 minutes on the clock, every point matters.
That's right. Now it's going to be Rival getting the scrap points. Everyone's abandoned ship. They're going for the next rotation. They have to put their head into the game and focus on those rotations early on. If you get the jump, then you've got the advantage over your team, over the opposing team on the hard point. It looks like Dismal has done exactly that with the rest of Citadel. They're trying to claw back 10 points now. The difference between these guys, Dismal spots one. Another player pops in from the back as well. He doesn't know who to go for. Gets the assist before taking down. Excite picks up a very good two-piece there for the guys of Super Saiyans. Damage is going to be holding down the points for his squad right now. 160 to 144. Citadel slowed down a little bit. They really need to pick it back up. 30 seconds still left in this hard point. Now the cohesive push comes in. Shu comes in, he gets dropped. Lakey comes in, he's dropped as well. Super Saiyans just fending them off left and right. The big palms coming out. Rival still holding it down. 3-point streak to him and 3-point streak to Maka. 13 seconds left in the hard point, and it is all Super Saiyans. Mike, they're starting to walk away with it.
They are, but with 2 minutes remaining, Citadel, if they just try to just make something happen, get a couple of consecutive plays, hold a couple of points and a couple of these hills here, they might be able to come back into this one. But as you mentioned, Super Saiyans are just walking away with it. They're about to hit that 200-point mark, and with only 100 seconds left, it's just going to be very, very tricky. So notice they need 60 seconds just to catch up alone. That's the majority of time here that is left remaining. And with damage in this hard point, and there's still 40 seconds remaining in it, they could just be walking away with it for good.
Citadel have just fallen asleep in the last 30 to 60 seconds. There's no way they're coming back now. 211 to 148, 1 minute 20 left on the clock. It was so neck and neck. Excuse me, but the guys from Citadel have just run out of steam, and Super Saiyans are going to be walking away with it. Now the question to me is, are the guys from Super Saiyans going to let it go down to the clock, or are they just going to rack it up? Lakey is really trying to just get the points, and he's putting the hurt on the headshot with the ASM-1 from quite a range on Maka there on the stairs. Now he's trying to just save face, because I don't think his team's able to come back. 167 to 217, in fact, it's going to be mathematically impossible. So your first map is going to go to Super Saiyans, which is a little interesting to considering how strong a couple of those rotations were coming from Citadel. But Super Saiyans, they just, as we'd say, used the pun a couple of times, powered up, and they've just powered through these last few rotations.
They have it. I mean, with 30 seconds still remaining, they're going to be just trying to hit that 250-point mark, end it with even bigger of a high. I mean, just look at that. Let's just keep going. Excite.
He got the smack to the face.
Little bit disappointed. I'm not going to lie. I mean, he went well, and then he just dropped.
Yeah, that's right. He was going really nice, got the whole team down, and then got smacked in the chops for it.
A little bit embarrassing.
Looks like it's going to go down to the points rather than the time, Mike. 250 to 169. And you know what? That looks like a very impressive score for the guys of Super Saiyans. Indeed it is. But really, that was just 2 rotations. That was only 2 rotations. It was the right up, it was neck and neck right until the blue hard point on the second time around. I think there was only about 5 to 10 seconds separating the teams. Then they made it out to about 20 to 30 on the blue one. And then as soon as they went from green roof into Biolab hard point, it was all she wrote for the Citadel squad.
It really was. And I mean, as you mentioned, with those 2 hard points, before then, it was really going neck and neck. You had Citadel taking a little bit of a lead at some points as well. They just weren't able to close it out. They took a little bit of a lead, as you mentioned, it walked away with it from them at the end. But that beginning of the game, they started off with a loss. They lost that first hard point. Then they were getting points. They were winning those gunfights. They were winning those engagements. Then something dropped off. I don't know what it was, but they can't let that happen in the Search and Destroy.
That's exactly right. And, I'm hoping that given that Citadel is the more established squad out of these guys, and I assume more practiced, hopefully they'll come through on S&D. Obviously a game type where you need your strategies down pat, you need to know what you're doing, you need to do your pushes as a team, because there's no respawn, you're dead, you're out for that round. So hopefully we'll see them just get a bit more of a cohesive push and use that as their firepower over the guys from Super Saiyans.
I mean, it's Search and Destroy solo, so if they can play that aggressive game and just take it to their faces, possibly I mean, I think they could get a couple of rounds off that as well. Because, I mean, you look at the players that they're coming up against. You know, you got Maka, Excite, Damage, Rival. They're going to have some sneaky plays in mind, and they just need to play the card that they won't be expecting. And I think if they can do that, they'll be able to walk away with this map.
That's exactly right. So let's hope they can do that. We're going to be kicking things off as per the norm with the attacking squad. It's going to be Citadel. They just lost out that hard point 250 to 169. They're now going to be trying to answer back with an all-man push towards A.
I mean, this is what I was talking about, play that fast game, and you see them looking to possibly do this one with the player, maybe looking to contest here. As you do notice on the minimap, bomb might be being planted here. Player's going to be contesting. He heard that one, and you're going to be having Excite, though, taking down Lakey. So it's a 2v3 situation. Super Saiyans trying to wrap through the back, on the back, and he take him down. Dismal is the last one alive now with the bomb in hand. Also, it's a 1v2 situation, and he's going to be up against Excite and Rival right here. As you see with the minimap, of course, these players still looking to possibly pincer someone in. He's going to be able to get the shot off, be able to get the long-range shot there, but he won't be able to clean up that final kill. I think it was a little bit of a baited switch there with the players from Super Saiyans. They executed it perfectly. They were able to take down that round.
It really was. The Citadel player was playing in the Shark Tank there, and look at this angle here from
That's
Rival.
a cheeky spot.
That is a very cheeky spot indeed, but I love it. But those shots out from the Citadel player up to the Super Saiyan player over on top of glass, that
was accurate shooting.
That was accurate as hell. That was some nice long-range shots with that bow. We're going to be jumping on with the guys from Super Saiyans and see if their attack can go a little bit better than what we just saw from Citadel. Going on the defense over on B Street is going to be Stu and Carry backing him up. Stu with the tack, and he's got the ASM1 as well. That overkill perk coming in handy. Carry up on top with the bow. Nothing else in the back pocket. Standard perks. He's hopefully going to be trying to get those long-range shots out again. Dismal's going to be getting first blood with the nade over on Excite. So the guys from Citadel on the defense looking pretty good. Maka just ducking and weaving, trying to decide where he's going to go with this bomb. Will he rotate over to A is the question. There's going to be a couple of players dancing around each other. Let's just see where they are. I believe we've got Carry, and then just below him is going to be Damage, as you can see there. So Damage responds. Now will Carry is the question here. And Damage was able to pick up Stu. Dismal does respond by taking down Rival. Now Carry, it's up to him to stop these players coming through factory here, and that is indeed where the bomb is going. Carry spots one. That's taken a fall there. Maka, the only one left alive, and Maka does get the headshot on Carry. A 1v2 scenario right here. Can Maka do it? That is the question.
We're going to be seeing one run in front now. He makes it into a 1v1 situation. Still with the bomb in hand. 15 seconds remaining. Now, there's going to be a little bit of either COD timing here or just a bit of bad luck. And I think it was a little bit of both because Maka, unfortunately, couldn't get the clutch. Well, we saw with COD Vision where that player exactly was located. And you see it here on your round in the kill cam. He looked in that direction. He was expecting someone to be there. But obviously, he didn't have the time to check it. He doesn't walk away with that win. And yeah, this is exactly the way I expected the search is trying to go, though, round for round basis.
That's exactly right. Maka was just caught in between a rock and a hard place, you know. He had to get the bomb down. Time was running out. He did check that direction, but he can't check every little corner, unfortunately. So he was taken down. And there was great communication and teamwork by the guys of Citadel to take out that round. Let's see if they can follow it up with an attacking round win. Stu jumping straight in through the window. Very aggressive being the bomb carrier, and he knows exactly where that player was going to be. Great prediction play by Stu. Now's the opportunity to get the bomb down. You're going to have one player right up the back watching the flank, which is exactly where he wanted to be. He was able to take down Damage. He was going for the big flank around. Now you've got only one player left, which is Maka. He pushes straight out toward the planted side. Look, two players right above him. Bit of a sloppy play there by Maka, let's be honest.
I think desperate times called for desperate measures, though. Try to make something work.
But was it desperate? There was plenty of time left.
There was, but I mean, you look at who was alive at that time, and it really was a desperate time for him.
Yeah, agree to disagree. I really thought he would have at least looked around, tried to get a couple of players, well, at least one player. There was still three alive.
Maybe he thought he was a ninja.
Yeah.
Could have chucked the smoke bomb down, covered himself.
Potentially. Unfortunately, it didn't go down that way. Maka, either way, no matter what happened, he was taken down. He probably thought the three players were rotating around looking for the kill, and he tried to go to the clutch. Maybe what you pointed out, Mike. Either way, it didn't work. And look at that. Maka takes one to the nostril. Damage is now going to be trying to answer back. He does have that variable zoom. Sorry, not even the variable zoom. He's just got the standard Moors in his back pocket, looking over towards that building where Carry is going to be inside. His teammates, Lakey and Dismal, are already taken down, so it's up to Stu and Carry. They are the defenders. The bomb, though, has been is down over at Maps, I do believe. So we just saw damage being taken out, and then Excite taking a fall as well. So Rival actually the only one alive now in a 1v1. Rival versus Carry. He needs to go all the way back to Maps, though, to pick up that bomb. You've got Carry on the other side of the map, up on top of Glass. He doesn't know where that other player is, so really he should be pretty careful with his positioning right now. He activates that Exo Mute, though, so he's not... Oh, excuse me, he deactivates it, so he shouldn't be too worried about that. But look at this, Rival right below him. You can just hear the music, can't you? Might turn it. Who's going to hear who? Rival should be able to hear him respond. We've got a little bit of a scenario here, dancing around each other. These guys doing the waltz. The Call of Duty version. He's going to be jumping up towards the catwalk here. Is he going to get spotted from behind? Carry down below. Oh, he's forced to make a move. I think Carry should be able to clean this one up.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a very straightforward aspect here. There we go.
It was pretty entertaining to watch these guys dance around each other. In the end, Carry was probably with the smarter players. We did see the attacker, who was, of course, Rival. He spotted Carry a little earlier, but, of course, there was a bit of a dance around. He jumped right up on top of that catwalk. Wasn't able to shoot. He thought he was going to try and be a little bit of a sneaky beaver. He tried, failed, unfortunately. Didn't work out. 3 rounds to 1 now in favour of Citadel.
This is what I was talking about for Citadel earlier before we got into this game. I was saying, if they could bring it there to Super Saiyans, they could definitely walk away with this one. Especially considering that they're technically the proper team here in this situation. Of course, this is the lineup that they're going to be using to compete internationally, and they're definitely trying to put an impact over into some of Australia's best players. At the same time, you see the kills dropping for them. Stu and Lakey are going to be the last ones alive. Make that just Stu. Let's see what he can do in this 1v3, though. He's circling for these players. He just couldn't find him. He gets taken down, and Super Saiyans carbon collected. Yeah,
that was at least 2, maybe 3 kills for Maka there, which is nice considering he had that failed plant before and then took a bit of lead to the face in the round just previous before he can do any work. So that was nice work by him. It was, in fact, 3 kills he got in that round. Good stuff there. So let's see what he's going to do on the attack. We might actually follow Maka off the start. He's going to be running the OBJ for the squad as well. Nothing crazy when it comes to perks. He just has that bow in hand, and he's got a couple of smokes up his sleeve as well. Exo Mute as his Exo ability. Excite is going to be the first man to drop at the hands of Dismal.
Look at Maka, though, with the bomb, and he's going to be looking to make this play. But as you swap over to Stu right there, you notice he's just playing the patient game. He doesn't want to make any unnecessary moves. They know they have the numbers. They just need to wait for someone to make an advance on a bomb site. And he's going to be able to spot him, take the easy reaction to be able to kill him. And now it's a 1v3 there for damage.
I thought that was actually a relatively, in COD terms, that was a relatively slow reaction by Stu. I thought Mac was actually going to be able to pick that one up, but unfortunately not. Damage now, the only one left alive in a 1v3. Make that 1v2 as Stu takes a fall, running back into Maps. He wasn't spotted by the other player. These guys from Citadel just playing the smart game. Dismal backing all the way up to just near the factory, and you got over towards up on that top third side. Damage is spotted here by Carry. Damage, don't forget, he does have that Moors out, and he was going to try and get the scope on the player over there. Now he's moving back towards B. Dismal's going to be waiting for him, though. Time's starting to run out. Damage needs to watch himself as he goes along the catwalk. Dismal just inside the B building, looking towards the back, hoping to see this rotation. Damage, he's gone straight for the bomb. You're going to see the reaction here from Dismal, but time's ran out. Damage got the kill instead of being able to get the bomb down. And, you know, he just wanted to stay alive. I guess when you're caught in a position like that, you don't feel you can get the bomb down. Hey, at least get the consolation kills.
Yeah, I mean, 4-2 though. 4-2 is the score. When we were coming into this match, did you expect it to be this way? Did you expect Citadel to be having the lead in this sort of fashion?
To be honest, yes. This is pretty much exactly what I thought was going to happen. Citadel, their teamwork should be better. And S&D, if any game type, really relies on your teamwork. You've got one life. You need to make it count. You need to make your pushes as a squad. And you need to have your strategies down pat. Citadel, as we've pointed out, they're the team going over to represent Oz over in the MLG World Finals. So, I mean, if they can't beat a throw-together squad on S&D, they've got problems. So I did expect them to go ahead here, and I did also expect the guys from Super Saiyans to at least get a couple of rounds, because they're just mighty skilled players. So pretty much going down as I've thought. In fact, I'll even make a prediction. I think it's going to end 6-4 Citadel. So we'll just see what's going to happen here.
Couple of shots from Darius, sorry to cut you off right there, but you know, we had a little bit of a gunfight, just like that. Citadel is going to be I only have one player alive, that's going to be Stu, as he takes down one, or he tries to take down one, he's going to rotate around. Now, he's going to be having a couple of shots over the player there on yellow, he's going to still be able to stay alive somehow, some way. He's still getting spotted from all directions, so he's going to be getting that rotation. Player's going to be right in front of him, going to try and get a couple of shots in, we'll be able to get him 25 seconds remaining. We'll be looking for a second kill as well. It's a 1v1 situation now, once again against Maka. Let's see what will happen at the end of this one. He still has that bomb in hand as well. 15 seconds remaining. Mac is going to make a decision as to which bomb site. He knows that it's going to be having to go to one of the two. And let's see if his 50-50 decision will pay off.
Yeah, I think Mac is just playing a little safe, going down towards Factory. Obviously, instantly responds. I'm sorry, I have to keep it on with Stu right now. I've got Mac highlighted so you can see him a little better on your minimap. He's pushing in through that B building. Stu just taking his time here up on the catwalk. Is there going to be a clutch defuse from Mac? No, he went straight past it. They might run into each other through the cuts here. Is Stu going to check it? That's the question. Oh, the COD timing here coming into play. Mac is still looking straight down that alley. I think he may have been started. Yes, he would be. Mac is going to charge out. Stu gets a shot on it. Maka is going to be the man of the hour to pick up that kill with plenty of time also to get the defuse. I was really feeling the plays just there from Citadel, but unfortunately Maka just got the jump on him. I think he got eyes on, we'll see here, from the kill cam, and is able to take out that round, bringing them up to 3. So 4-3 your scoreline. Citadel still in front by 1. I still feel we're going to have 6-4 by the end. We'll just have to wait and see. So we're going to kick things off with Maka once again, who cleaned up that round. The entire squad here for Super Saiyans got 6 for 5, except for Excite back there, 3 for 7 on the Citadel squad. 7-6, 6-6, 5-5, and 4-4. Pretty even numbers, if you ask me. 3 players on the 1.0 KD ratio. Maka trying to get the fire out towards that B building. Its rival able to pick up the first kill.
It is. Lakey returns the fire, though, by taking down damage. You have Maka looking over to one. Excite's going to take down Carry with the sniper rifle, and you just have a 2v3 situation. Now, Maka does have the bomb, and Stu's going to be able to contest one, so it's going to be making it into a 2v2 situation. One right in front is going to be able to take him and turn around. You know, there's another one near him, and you see, of course, highlighted on the map over in that B bomb area. Stu is just trying to go and contest this one. He won't be able to now. Now it makes it into a 1v1 situation. It's Lakey going to be taking down Excite, and this is going to be an interesting matchup based on their players' history. But, I mean, Excite, he's got that bomb. He needs to make that play. But Lakey, he's already got 1 so far. Excite's got 2 this round. So, I mean, they're doing well for themselves. But let's see what they can happen for the remaining 25 seconds of this round.
Yeah, that's right. Former teammates. I'm wondering if they know each other's strategy here on S&D. You've got Excite circling back, pretending to exile away from B, but then coming back. Lakey was smart enough to wait for it, but the crazy shots out. Lakey taken down. Excite able to pick up the kill there from behind the B plant spot. The ASM1 coming out on top. Look at the fire there from Excite. Perfect shots, able to take down Lakey. Nice work by him there, Mike.
Yeah, he definitely played it the smart way. But once again, I just got to highlight those shaky shots. The reaction time was a little bit slow from his opposition, but if he got those shots now down, he would have easily nailed the kill 2 times over. But those shaky shots, they were spreading like wildfire. And I mean, that could cost them this game.
That's exactly right. We're on with Stu running OBJ, and he's going to be also getting the plant down pretty early. You know, that's what I like to see, a little bit of an aggressive play. Damage is going to predict it, though, coming out and getting the kill there. There's going to be a player dancing around the corner, trying to pick up the bomb as well. Damage is going to pick him up before falling. And look at that, a scope coming out from Excite, meaning that Lakey is the one all alone once again. Excuse me, from the Citadel squad. So my prediction may be wrong here, as we've got a 3v1 scenario for Lakey. It's not looking good, and he also needs to get that bomb down, which is currently sitting right inside the B building.
It is 40 seconds to go. 4-4, round 9 currently with us. 1v3 situation. Lakey spots one, gets a couple of shots, not so shaky, and he'll be trying to rotate across. Now, he does have 3 left to deal with. The time is running out, and the bomb is also down there. He might have recovered that one crucial aspect, but he still has 20 seconds to either put it down or get 3 kills. He's going to spot one right in front, gets that kill as well, and they might be choosing to focus on that particular bomb site. Either way, Once again, 50-50 chance. They're gonna make it 100 by checking one on each bomb side. Shots do go out. Player will be able to get the bomb down. Excite wasn't able to pick off the kill that time, and Lakey will be able to get out of there. With the bomb being down, now it is up to Maka and Excite to either go for a defuse and cover or work for this kill. And you notice on the minimap which approach they're taking. Able to get the crosses, able to get the cuts, taking him down, getting the defuse, taking the lead.
That's really unfortunate for Lakey. You know, he went right instead of left, and he was taken down there by Excite. Maka able to get the defuse. So the prediction's wrong here, and the guys from Super Saiyans are now back in front, only one round away from the victory here. 5-4 your score, neck and neck. Mike, you've pretty much called it round for round between these two teams, and the guys from Super Saiyans actually looking pretty strong.
They are. I mean, you mentioned about how you didn't see the team of Super Saiyans being able to take out this map from the way they've been playing and just winning these engagements. You mentioned they're highly skilled players. The winning of the engagements has been what's been winning them these rounds. They've been winning those gunfights. You know, it's just like that. 3 plays down. That proves my point. But now, Dismal, 1v3, makes it into 1v2. I'm pretty sure he got the kill from the previous round as well, so he's the only one to take kills in this round. He could be a 4 down. He needs to make it a 4 down to keep his team alive. Bomb has been planted today. He gets spotted. He spots one, but this is where things get difficult.
Yeah, that's right. Now both players are back down towards the dirt, down the back of the map. The bomb's being planted. 30 seconds to make moves. In the world of S&D, that's plenty of time, so he needs to still play patient and rather passive. He needs to look out for these defenders. One's going to be just around the corner. Is he going to check it, though? That's the question. Going over towards Factory. Given the time left, Mike, there was only 20 seconds left. Going towards Factory was the wrong move there. I thought he was going to circle around the back of Sand, which is where he would have spotted Maka if he checked the corners. That's what he should have done. Even if he went over to Factory, what was his plan? He had 18 seconds left. Even if he got a kill over there, what was he going to go circle around the back of B building? I don't know. In my opinion, he just threw away that round, and indeed, in the end there, threw away the map. Super Saiyan still could have won it either anyway, even if they took out that round. But there was at least a hope until that final play.
It was, and I just want to point out one thing. Did you know, once again, it was not looking right. That cost them that one. That cost them that engagement. It was one particular direction that, it happens, obviously, it was multiple players this time around as well, but it's always that one particular direction. You always go in and you never check that, you know, that area. You never check that radius when you turn, and it always seems to bite everyone back later on, which cost them maps, which cost them games in the long run as well. But, I mean, It's just always funny how that COD timing works for that particular sense. And as you mentioned, even if they won that round with the that time remaining, if he was able to win that gunfight, it might not have just won them the game. It would have put them that one step closer to force that round 11, depending on the kills as well. Could have crossed over which particular side. It could have given them a little bit of an edge and an advantage, but it wasn't meant to be. We got map 3 though. It's going to be an uplink, and I think the title of this map, once again, might signal what this game could become.
Yeah, that's right. The comeback here could be real. 2 maps down at the moment. Citadel, again, being one of the favourite teams here, but you've got some powerhouses on the squad here for Super Saiyans on your screen right now, looking very casual indeed. On your far side, you've got Damage and Maka, international players. I mean, powerhouses of our scene, it must be said, and they're really proving it here. They have not dropped a single map still, Mike, even though they're up against Citadel here on the main stage here in the winners bracket final.
Uplink comeback though, this could be it. And of course, once again, I always say it every time I play it, or watch it rather, it's my favorite game type here for Uplink. It's my favorite map on Uplink, and you already see the Super Saiyans opening it up with the bank. Citadel will be able to get down 1, but that's the only player they can get. That's a team down. They're going to be going for this relay. You see that pass? It goes for a little bit of a spin, and it goes for that 2-point capture.
2 points in about 18 seconds, Mike.
That was a style throw as well.
That was beautiful as a rebound as well. Look, while there's a lot of action going on, the big throw out from Rival here, I just want to break down this map a little bit while it's early days. On your map here, look, there's too much action going on. We'll pause for a second as there's 2 more points scored. I just want to try to break it down. There's just too much action going on. Maka jumping up on the aircon. He's got his teammate over there on top of the blue building holding it down. The throw goes out. 5 points in less than 50 seconds. Mike, I tried to break it down, but what is happening right now?
All you need to know to break it down is that there is points going on the board here for the team of Super Saiyans. Just narrowly missing that throw-in. You're going to have Dismal now picking it up, but of course he will be contested sooner rather than later. But 5 points to 0 in less than a minute. The score limit for the half is 10 points. They're halfway there, and it's not even halfway to the half.
I cannot believe this. I hope there's no kids watching right now because this is R-rated COD right now coming out from the guys here from Super Saiyans. Citadel finally have the drone in their hand. They're trying to make a move. They're pushing through yellow, but he's going to be domed there. Dismal damage here on the defense as well. Puts the pain down, gets the assist, picks up the kill on Lakey. That's the Citadel push completely shut down. And now you're going to see here the pass here to Excite, who's holding down Glass. The position exactly where you want to be to force those green spawns over in the top right-hand side of the map. Let's see if they can push it through here. Excite going up past Blue, gets the throw out. That's 6 points now. It did slow down a bit, but 6 points with 3 minutes left in the half. That is impressive gameplay. The drone has now respawned. Let's just have a look here. Carry now in control of it. Damage picking up the kill on him. All players down though for Super Saiyans. This is Citadel's time to attack. However, the spawns were just favoring the guys from Super Saiyans. Excite able to pick up a kill there, going 7 for 5. Already double digits for damage in less than about 2 minutes. I do believe he got that 10th kill. Now he's playing the defense right now. Citadel did have the drone in their hands. 2 minutes 30 left. So we're about a quarter way through the map in total, and 6 points already scored for these guys at Super Saiyans. Damage, the BAL, the AR has worked perfectly for him, but however, there's finally a point on the board for Citadel. Saving face, and their saving grace was the throw. I mean, with 5 points in less than a minute, you thought the round was going to end very, very quickly in the half, but I mean, they've still got a fighting chance. Of course, you have your good sides, you have your bad sides, but Super Saiyans just making and capitalizing every opportunity as they come. Now, once again, Citadel seems to have just pulled their socks up a little bit. They're playing a little bit more defense. They're working with those plays. They're going to get a 1 point throw in. I don't know why he threw it at the very last second, but I thought he was going to be dead. Like, there was a couple of players there from Super Saiyans right there on him, and I think he thought the same as well. So he thought he may have been only a couple of meters in-game away from the uplink point, but I guess he thought he was going to die. I mean, I thought he was going to as well, but you're right. It could have been a very easy 2 points for them, but it wasn't going to be. 2 players were just dropped from Citadel, so Stu, probably a bit of an ambitious play, trying to make a run with it, and indeed he was taken down, but not before Dragon damage down to hell with him. Maka now trying to run it out past Yellow from his home base. Will he throw it out or make a run? Given the fact that he's got a player up there ahead of him, he was just going to make a run, pass it out, but as he passed, that player was taken down up on top of sandbags. You've got Rival now here up in the player's spawn, trying to take it out and clear it out for his squad, but it's not going to happen. Mike, can I just point out that there was 5 points scored in I think about a minute or less, and now for the remaining 3 and a bit minutes, there's only been 1 more point scored for Super Saiyans and 2 for Citadel. It really slowed down for the Super Saiyan squad. Interception there by Lakey as Maka had that throw in the bag to be able to get it. Lakey picked it up and was like, you know what, you're not getting any more points. He's proving your point right. And you still see that score, still 6 points to 2 though, still very intimidating, maybe making it a little bit more tame there. 6 points to 4 now after that 2-point capture from Carry. Mike, if it's 6-4, just let's run with this. If it's 6-4, even if it gets more points for Citadel, it's Super Saiyans that have the preferred side right now. Yes. Usually you'd see a lot more points to them. Like, the start of this map was more like what it should be. But 6-5 at the half, if Citadel know how to play the map when it's flipped, there's a very real chance they can walk away with this. Yeah, I mean, once again, you mentioned about the preferred side, and look at that. Half's going to end on an even playing field. It is 6-6. The advantage that Super Saiyans had, 5 points in 53 seconds, is out the window. It's irrelevant now. That lead has been lost, and they had a great opportunity to get, once again, 5 points in 53 seconds to end the half at 10 points and force a very, very short second half. They couldn't capitalize on it. Citadel just absolutely brought their A-game, 120% worth of it, and now we got the second half where the sides are swapped. That's exactly right. Now let's see if they know how to play this one. They're starting to go straight into Glass and try and get some map control early. Very aggressive push here by the guys of Super Saiyans. And look at this, going straight into the spawns as well. clearing it out. The throws are coming through. Here it goes in the hands of Excite, and 2 points on the board. They don't have the preferred side, but they've got the preferred players. A lot of skill coming out right here, and they get their first 2 points again in about 20 seconds, Mike. So it looks like there's no such thing as a preferred side to this squad, because they're going to get points either way.
That they are. I mean, 8 points to 6. Those still extremely close. Excite's going to be looking in to make it. 10 is going to dash on through. There he goes. 10 points to 6. 4-point game once again, showing a little bit of R-rated content. Yep.
A little bit of sportsmanship with inverted commas there on the player, giving the sportsman right to the face. 10-6 is your score, as you pointed out. Make that 11-6 as the guys here from Super Saiyans are able to get another point on the board. Look, I stand corrected, Mike. I'm genuinely shocked. The meta of this game, it just doesn't matter anymore, because if you've got gun skill, you can score points either way, and these guys from Super Saiyans are proving that. Maka tried to go for the intercept, but it wasn't going to matter because he was able just to let it bounce, and it didn't go through anyway. He picked up the kill there on carry, and now he's going to be going through glass. He's got his teammate run and point for him, which is exactly what you want to do. Now he's going to probably just dance around and wait for someone to get ahead of him and get the pass out. So you're going to have, I believe it was Excite there, and well, there you go, the dive went straight through. Dismal picked up a couple of kills there, Rival picking up one as well. 12-6 is your score. 3 minutes 11 left on the clock. Mike, 3 minutes left. How are you feeling it's going to go down?
While it may not be as impressive as the first half, they still managed to get 6 points within 2 minutes and 53 seconds, ironically enough. But they're just on fire once again. But Citadel, if they can play it right, if they can make something happen here and just, you know, they're picking off the kills, they need these points though. It's a very crucial part for their first points here in the game, and they get denied.
They had, I'm glad they got those 2 points on the board, because they had 4 players against 1 right there. If they didn't get it through, they should have hanged their heads in shame. They did, though, so good for them. Citadel still very much in this. Dismal running straight through the blue building. Dives it in for another 2 points, only just by the hair on his head. He got that one through. 12-10 is your score. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. However, the drone's got to be in the hands of Excite. He's got a teammate run and point for him as well. One player jumps out. He's going to be challenged. That drone is going to go through, though. 14-10, drone reset, and the player that's going to be on it is a Citadel player, but instead, smart moves, holding glass. He's not diving up for the drone. He wants to get the good spawns for his team, but unfortunately, damage, catching him off guard, and he's going to try and hold it down, but just like that, trading kills once again. Lakey picking that one up, and then the other one creeping in through the window. Excite gets taken down as well. 14-10, still your score. Drone has moved about 1 meter, but as I said, that finally picked up by Dismal. Citadel picking up the kills here. Look at the spawns here. They're all forced to spawn up in green, those guys from Super Saiyans, so hopefully Dismal can get through, and indeed, he can. Great teamwork there from Citadel. They got the spawners exactly where they wanted them and able to get 2 points through. That's why holding down glass is so important, Mike. You've got one player there in the bottom left, always holding it, which enables Citadel to just set up these relays. As you can see here, the spawners in the top right-hand side of the map, Super Saiyans doing their best to come back, but as you can see here, the player down the bottom right, which I do believe was Lakey, is just holding down glass. Citadel able to set up over and over again, but here comes the mix in the plays, Mike. You've got the guys from Super Saiyans now in control of glass. If they can hold it, you'll see a comeback, but they couldn't. Citadel answering back, Stu in control of the drone, and they're now holding it down. Less than a minute left, 16-14. This is a game.
This is not as close as I was expecting it to be. I mean, they're even reaching the full score limit to this game of 20 points as you have the players trying to run through power right now. The drone's still on the ground. Maka will pick this one up. 40 seconds still remaining, 2 points difference. That's only one run in to be able to tie up the scoreline, potentially even force an overtime. As you see them pushing through, they should be able to get this capture in. He's going to slide it in, but no! He's going to get denied by 2 of the players, but we have damage there as well to try and contest. So the drone's going to be thrown outside the map. It's going to be reset right here. 20 seconds remaining. They need to rely on teamwork here. Players will be pushing through. Maka is going to be throwing it over into the area. He's going to have carry there to contest as well. Players contesting. This could be, no, they won't be able to do it. That is going to be thrown out. That is going to be Citadel's first map of the game here. And not only that, that is going to be Super Saiyans' first map loss.
That could have almost been a tied situation. Damage, unfortunately, didn't hit those points with, didn't hit those shots with the AR right there at the end when there was about 20 or 30 seconds left. If he shot that, there was only one player. I'm not sure if you saw the minimap. There was only one player there, and it happened to be the player he missed. By the time he reloaded, he got that player eventually, but that was about 5 or 6 seconds, which is enough time for the spawner of Citadel to come through yellow and then take him down. Then it was just scrappy from there. Every single player from Super Saiyans was pushing in, desperately trying to get the kills and trying to get those last 2 points. Wasn't going to happen. So it's definitely not Damage's fault at all. It's just the team would have been able to, I assume, tie things up if he landed those shots. So a little unfortunate. With that said, very fortunate for the guys of Citadel, because they are able to take the first map away from Super Saiyans. Super Saiyans finally dropping one, and we're going to Game 4, Mike. I'm excited for this one. I
really am as well. Of course, Game 4 brings a
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that one. That is exactly what we want. I'm still starstruck by that uplink game, because I've actually seen an uplink game, just to touch back on it again, that has actually reached that high in points from both those teams together. I mean, you had those points so close that it was only a couple of points away from the score limit, which is something we don't see very often.
No.
And when we do, it's a one-sided match. This one was so close in general, but now we're going back to our hard point. We go back to what we played with map 1, and you saw how convincing it was at that late game for them. The early game, though, and the mid-game was exceptionally close. It was going back and forth between these two teams, but Citadel are going to be hoping that they can ride that momentum and then go for it again here in this one, and then potentially catch back up. Because remember, the comeback started with comeback, and now it just needs to continue.
Yeah, that's right. You called that, by the way, Mike, the comeback on comeback. And you did mention as well how close the hard point was. And indeed, it was until the last 2 or 3 rotations where Super Saiyans were finally able to walk away with it, and Citadel kind of just ran out of steam. But now they're riding the wave of that win on comeback. Now it's going to be interesting to see if they can utilize that momentum. With that said, the first 4 of 5 or 6 kills did go to the guys of Super Saiyans here. So it's a good start from them, and they are the only ones with points on the board. But very early days here on this retreat hardpoint.
14 points to 2 right here. It's already started off early for the Super Saiyan squad, and you see them trying to set up for those kills off the back end, but they do get a couple players taken down off the spawn. Right again, excites Maka and Rival, picking off the kills that they need in this hardpoint. Carry, though, trying to get these points, wasn't able to do so. You see the players here at Maniac just looking over across this hardpoint. 1 second remaining, rotating over now to next. Players contesting there on the mini-map, and it's already becoming a big contestation zone here over at the Turtle.
Yeah, that's right. We just saw Stu being taken down. You've got Dismal here from Citadel as well, trying to hold it down. Look at the players pushing in through there from the bottom of the hotel. There's a huge push here. Maka leading the charge. Damage just picked up the kill on Dismal as well. Stu trying to answer it back, but Excite is going to give him the backhand, picking up not 1, but 2 as well, as Lakey takes a fall. Rival also picking up another one as well. You've got Maka and Rival holding this one down. Maka on the 3-point streak before being dropped. Rival still alive as I say that. He was dropped as well. Never fear though, damage here to put the damage into these guys from Citadel. 45 to 12, 15 seconds left here on this turtle statue. Hardpoint carry, dropping down low to pick up a kill. Dancing, ducking and weaving's not going to be enough though, as Maka clears it out and gets the scrap points. Now we're going all the way to the north side of the map to the lobby hardpoint. We're rotating there now, and it's Citadel in control.
58 points to 13 though. I just want to highlight the score once again, because I was not expecting this for an early game score. That being said, Dismal in this hard point, getting contested right here. Let's turn on a little bit of some vision, because you're going to be seeing all the players trying to push it out through this building to try and just collude and collapse on the entirety of the opposing team. They've done it well. They've got 3 players down. They constantly have 2 players down from the opposing team of Citadel, and Citadel just needed time to just, okay, you know what, let's reset.
That's right, they're trying to do that, but you had Maka just cruise around the outside of the lobby hardpoint. He's just dancing around the perimeter, killing off all of the spawners. Now Citadel depending on your point of view, either have a good or bad spawn here coming out of the cave. It's good because of its close proximity to the hardpoint. Bad if the guys from Super Saiyans can lock it down and just keep killing you as you come out of there. It looks like they were allowed to come out and they were able to get some control there, and now we've rotated over to the bar hardpoint, and the guys from Super Saiyans are already there and in control of it.
You see, of course, gunfights happening. Rival just jumping up and down to try and get them. He was able to get tags there on 2, so it's going to help his teammates as they go for those kills. You see the double kill there from Excite with the double assist out of him originally. Rival, of course, Excite doesn't even need to do the work. The opposing team's going to do it for him. Friendly firing with some nades. Dismal will also take down Excite, but Rival will take down Stu and make it a double by taking down Lakey. Dismal will also drop as Carry takes down 1. Maka will take down Carry, and still the score and the points increase and continue for the team of Super Saiyans.
Yeah, that's right. They're doing really well right now, but I'm on board with Lakey. I just want to see how Citadel are going to answer back here. They're going to take down another one here, Lakey, before being dropped by the nade from Excite, who charges in there to contest. Picks up another one, close range 2. Tries to get 3, but the sliding player goes straight through his shots. No fear from him. That's Stu from Citadel trying to rack up the final scrap points here, which is interestingly still challenged by the Super Saiyans, but they have rotated early. Rivals up here in the top hotel hardpoint. He's got a player out watching the pool wall, which is exactly where you want, giving the good spawns for the players. They need to watch out from the back stairs though. Rival, he's going to be looking down there now. Player jumps up. Stu's going to be taking him down. Teammate Lakey also going to be taking down Damage. Nice work here. Dismal charge from the stairs. Carry picks up 1 and is now in control of this hardpoint. He's going to look towards that pool wall. He didn't spot the player, but he does spot the player down low. Oh my gosh! Damage with the better shots. The headshot coming from that AR at that range was working perfectly for him. But it should be noted, Mike, the Citadel are getting some very important points here in this hardpoint.
That they are, but you still look at the entire point difference. They might be getting some points on the board, but they need a lot more. They need the entirety of some hard points moving on forward. We're halfway there into the game as well, so you're going to keep that in mind. The score 117 and counting to 57. As the hardpoint now rotates back to the middle of the map there in the courtyard, you are going to be seeing the Citadel team. They're trying to get an early advantage over there, and they're trying to, again, by picking off these kills. But once again, they take down 1 kill, they drop 3 players in the process.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I'm just going to raise the minimap here, just have a look at where these guys are spawning. You've got the guys from Citadel all spawning over on the pool side, a little bit far away from where this hardpoint is located right now in the courtyard. Super Saiyans do have a lockdown pretty nicely, but Dismal hiding in towers. He's going to pick up 1 before being dropped by the AR of Damage. Mac is going to be pushing straight out there, no fear. He maybe should have had a bit more though, as he was going to be dropped. The SMG here from Carry trying to go to work. He's gone 16 for 25. Not too impressive, but again, he's trying to get those kills where it counts. Dives away from one nade right into the face of another. However, he's still alive here and is able to rack up the scrap points here. Not being challenged though by the guys of Super Saiyans, and there's all rotated down here towards this turtle hardpoint and getting set up nicely for this. And look at this, by the way. You've got Rival looking straight down that pool side, clearing that one out. You've got Maka down the bottom, clearing out the guys spawning down the bottom right-hand side of the map. And right in the middle, you've got Excite. That is some great work there, with Damage also inside of the lobby. What a great setup from them, Mike.
It really is, and you see the double kills just rolling from the back of that setup. Nearly picked off. You need to continue that domination that we saw a couple of maps ago as well. But, I mean, they're just picking off the kills that they need, and yeah, the score says it all.
It really does. 142 to 90. They got almost 30 seconds uncontested in here, the Super Saiyans, because of that great setup they got from that early rotation. They sacrificed 10 seconds in the previous hardpoint, but it got them 30 uncontested at the turtle hardpoint, which is a great one to hold down. Much easier than that courtyard, so it was a great trade-off for these guys, and it's paid off big time. They're now 70 points ahead, or 1 minute and 10 seconds on the clock, and there's only 2 minutes 55 left, and their lead is only growing, Mike. This is looking more and more doom and gloom for the guys of Citadel.
This is similar to what we saw in Map 1. However, in Map 1, it focused all the way down to the final 2 hardpoints. This time around, it happened a lot earlier, where Super Saiyans were just able to get those engagements, get those kills, just get the overall hardpoint time, and be able to just keep creeping away hardpoint by hardpoint, which has resulted in such a big scoreline difference. With 2.5 minutes remaining and 30 seconds in this hardpoint, with Super Saiyans in the control at the moment, and Excite just going off. this could be GG.
Yeah, Excite was just playing dirty just there. Nice work. And his team has also followed up Macca. 4-point streak. Bal, he's picked up the ASM 1 as well from a play he's just dropped. He is finally taken down himself, but his team's about to hit the 200 mark, whereas the opposing team of Citadel haven't even hit triple digits yet.
That they haven't. I mean, you see right here, they're about to hit either one team's either going to hit the 200-point mark or the other team's going to hit the 100-point mark. Either way, we're at digit milestones here for both of these two teams. 1 minute 45 remaining. It is possible. In a couple of seconds, it won't be.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still waiting for one of these milestones to happen. It's been so hotly contested. 98, 99, there it is, the triple digits for Citadel. So they've saved face a little bit there. But it should be pointed out, Mike, that even this early, there's still a full rotation to go. It's already impossible for Citadel to come back with 1 minute 20 left on the clock. That's 80 seconds of points. That's just not enough. They're too far behind. The guys from Super Saiyans will be going through here to the grand final of ACL Melbourne. Citadel knocked down into that losers bracket final. Look, with all of that said, Mike, there's still a lot of action in front of us, but I just would like to very quickly recap. It's been an intense series between these two teams. We've made it to Game 4. The guys from Citadel took out that last uplink, which was really surprising, to be honest. I mean, the way it was going, I didn't expect them to do that, especially in the first half. But they did it. They came through. But this hardpoint has just been a slaughter. And the guys from Super Saiyans are really flexing their muscles here.
They really are. I mean, with 30 seconds remaining, they're still, once again, like we saw in the previous hardpoint, going for that 250-point mark, and they might still be able to get this one. It ended just a couple of seconds before, once again, as per map number 1. But either way, it's a GG. They're going to advance over into our grand final here at ACL Melbourne, and Citadel, they're going to be trying to come back in the losers bracket. And a Maniac, from the way they've been playing earlier, even the way they're playing this series, we could be possibly seeing this matchup again in our grand final.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it should be pointed out that Citadel, they only dropped 2 maps until this series, and that was in group play. They were going a clean sweep through the winners bracket right up until they faced the Super Saiyans, so they were looking very strong, and I don't think any other team in the losers bracket could say that for themselves. So that's pretty interesting indeed. So right now, we're just waiting on the result of Sway Gaming and True Ambition Nugget, which I think we actually might be having up on stream next. We'll have to have a look, but 246 to 122 is your final score there. Super Saiyans do take the win, 3-1 over Citadel. So, you know what? It was a pretty good series. 42, so the 40 bomb there from Excite. The only one closest to him on the opposing team was probably Lakey there with 34 for 34. The even money on the KD. But you can see on your screen right now, so casual, these guys from Super Saiyans. You know, it's just easy work for them. Don't forget, guys, it's $2,000, I do believe, up for grabs, as well as 25,000 MLG Pro points. I'm loving the competition here today, Mike. I don't know how you guys are feeling at home, so let us know. Tweet at ACL Pro with that hashtag ACL Melb. Join in on the conversation. Hit us up on Facebook as well. ACL Pro, and all of the VODs from this weekend from not only Call of Duty, but also Counter-Strike and StarCraft can be found at ACL Pro Video on YouTube. Mike, so much action still ahead of us. I can't wait for it.
Neither can I, and I just want to point out, if you are Melbourne-based, feel free to head on down the venue. It is Union Hall at LaTrobe University, Bundoora. It's a great event so far. You've got Counter-Strike, you've got StarCraft for your PC titles, of course, back in the, you know, not as important. And then, of course, you've got the Console Master Race, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Halo 2 Anniversary, of course, both having their own main stage. Of course, the Astro feature station there for Halo, as well as it also turning into a Smite free-to-play area once Halo is complete. So that's also a little bit of an incentive, of course, as well as our Astro stand, where you can check out the A40 TRs for an exclusive first hands-on look, as well as our HyperX stand with Rocket League playing on there. I always like pointing it out because there's always some great fun. But there's plenty of things to do, so if you're Melbourne-based, feel free to head on down. Yeah, that's exactly right. All of that thanks to the amazing support of our sponsors, Mike. I always love to show them a bit of love. So we'll talk about that in a second, but I'd just like to give a shout out as well. High-Res Studios for helping us out with the Smite free-to-play on the Astro feature station, and Rocket League thanks to HyperX and Kingston. So yeah, our sponsors, I'd just like to give a shout out to Astro. Of course, you mentioned
mentioned them, they do have the feature station here with Halo and Smite. They've also got the Astro booth where you pointed out they can get hands-on with the A40 TR tournament-ready headset for the first time here in Australia, right here at ACL Melbourne. Their A50 wireless, of course, is the pinnacle of console gaming headsets, compatible with all of the major consoles out there. Of course, BenQ supplying us with their awesome monitors since 2009. 6 years of support, Mikester. BenQ powering esports here in Australia with ACL. We use their XL and RL series monitors. Could not recommend them enough. HyperX hooking us up with SSD, RAM, all of those memory suppliers. I might need some inserted into my brain. I'm losing my memory lately, but you won't lose your memory with HyperX. Corsair, of course, hooking us up with their computer peripherals, mechanical keyboards. I got to get to play around and hands-on with one of them yesterday. Loving it sick. Then, of course, 2 more shouts out. DX Racer for the racing seats here. Very comfortable. Benny can't shut up about them, and for good reason. Very comfortable seats. And, of course, to Microsoft, Xbox Australia, hooking us up with consoles for our main stage and the feature station, as well as the Windows 10 operating system for our Counter-Strike PCs. Much love to all of our sponsors. They make events like this happen, guys, so make sure you go check out their social media pages. For now, I've got to calm down for the excitement. Mike, he looks calm and composed, but trust me, he's very fidgety and excited. We're going to go chill out and have a break. Guys, don't you go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.